DevOps with Ratna. In this video we are discussing about Docker commit and attach and exec. I will explain this in this video. These are the concept I will cover in this session. Docker commit, what is Docker commit, why use Docker commit, what is Docker attach, what is Docker exec, differences between Docker exec and Docker attach. First of all, what is Docker commit? Docker commit is a Docker command is used to create a new image from a running container. It captures the current state, file system and changes made inside the container and save them as a reusable image. Why use Docker commit? Manual setup. You install tools or made changes inside a container manually. Prototyping. You are testing or debugging quickly without writing a Docker file. Snapshot. You want to save the current container state for later use. When to use Docker commit? After manual changes inside a container. When you manually install software, edit files or make configuration changes inside a running container, instead of repeating the manual steps, use Docker commit to save the updated state as a reusable image. Example, install Nginx inside a container manually, commit. Now you have an image with Nginx ready. When testing or prototyping, useful during experiments, quick setups or learning process phases, help capture the working state of a container without writing a Docker file. These are the commands I will show you through practically. What is Docker attach? Docker attach connect your terminal to the main process inside a running container. This is the command used to Docker attach. What is Docker exec? Docker exec used to run a new command inside a running container. This is the difference between Docker exec and Docker attach. This mainly used for Docker exec debugging and inspection, and Docker attach we can use for viewing main process or logs. So I will show you practically. I will pull the image using Ubuntu by using Docker search. So I pull the image. This is the library of Docker images, so you can search by using Docker search command, and after that I will pull the image Docker pull Ubuntu. Image pull successfully. If you check the images, Docker images, so this is the image I downloaded recently by using Docker pull command. I create the container by using the Ubuntu image by using docker run -name nginx -it ubuntu. So at present I am in Docker container inside of Ubuntu. So I will run these commands apt get update. Now I am inside the container of Ubuntu, so I run these commands. Later I install the Nginx inside of the container. So Nginx installed successfully. So now I will start the command by using the service Nginx start. So now starting the Nginx. After using control PQ command, I come out the container. This is running container. So in the running container I commit the image by using Docker commit. This is the container ID, and I give the name of my container Nginx -container. So once if you run this command, so it will create the image. If you check the image Docker images, so this is my name of container image. So this is the image name I created in running container. After I run this command, after create the image, so I run this image by using docker run -d. This is detached mode -name. I given the name of my Nginx and I enable the port -p 808280 and Nginx container. This is my image name Nginx container, and bash I can use inside of container. I have to run -c service Nginx start and tail -f/dev and null. So if you it is necessary to mention in this running command tail -f/dev/null. So if you do not mention this one, so service Nginx start, once Docker container exists, so it does not identify inside of running container. So this is automatically exist the container. So if you add this command in the running container, in backend in the forward it will run the container. I can take the public IP of my container. So what I run 192.168. so and I enable the port is 8082, so I given that port only. So here 8082. so for running the container I create the image, and after that I create the container for that image. This is the way of use of Docker commit. Difference between exec, Docker exec and attach I will show you. So now I am logging to the container. So if I run any command by using apt get update, if I exit the container, so container it does not stop and it will run successfully. But if you use Docker attach, it directly attach the process. So if I run any command, if I exit the container, container automatically stop. So this is the difference between Docker exec and Docker attach. If you go and check Docker ps-a, so this container is stop position. If you check here, so only one container is running, Nginx container, and this Ubuntu container is stop. So this is the difference between Docker attach and Docker exec. Docker exec, if you exist the container, it does not affect on running container, but in case if you use Docker attach, if you exit from the running container, automatically Docker container will stop.